Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Josh, the Bet Slips family? This is Professor Parlay coming poolside Pat. You got the two of us again today. Look, if you weren't watching the show yesterday, I'm sorry because you missed out on a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
May not necessarily be the biggest individual day for a person, but as a show, it was probably our biggest day as a whole. I don't think we missed but like 3 bets on the whole entire show. It was kind of wild.
Yeah.
I know I only missed one, and it was one of my parlays. Everything else hit, including last calls, which was nuts.
And I missed 2, so there you go.
It was amazing. Poolside Pat is not – he went from captain on the units to second. And then I am jumping back to where I was last month after a plus 28.20 yesterday.
Yeah, halfway.
So, it is what it is. But that's why you got to tune into this show, because we give all these things to you for free. We told you. I'm going to show you the disclaimer. We've told you before that we're not professional gamblers. However, we do try to give you the best bets, kind of like we did yesterday. We do put a lot of stat-based stuff out there, so you can use it to make money. We don't claim to be professionals. We just try to give you the best bets we can. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only gamble what you can afford to lose. And gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. If you need it, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, we're not professional gamblers. Shows for fun and entertainment purposes only. Gamble responsibly at your own risk. Don't gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. If you need it, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We've always stressed number 2 is the most important, because if you set a limit, you're going to be good no matter what happens, whether things are going good or bad. Thankfully, days like yesterday help you go forward in that month when you set those limits, because then you don't even need the limit. That being said, we're not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sports book, but as always, we are sponsored by Nevin. Nevin Eyewear is polarized. We love them. These are I've been showing my MLB, so I'm gonna rock out the Roscoe P. Jenkins is what I call them.
Let's go.
These are the Roscoe Jams. They are polarized, and again, if you lose them, damage them, scratch them, they will replace them. And if you use our code in our link tree on X, you will get 30% off of one pair, or buy one, get 2 free. You get $50 free shipping on anything over $50. So either deal you go with, you'll get free shipping. If you want to use the 30% off, I would use that if you're going to get prescription pair, because the prescription pair are a little bit more expensive, so you'll save more money with using the 30% off. If you're not getting prescription, I suggest doing the buy one, get 2 free. You end up getting 3 pair for just around $85, $90. And I think they're still running the free gift. So check out Nevin Eyewear. Never odd or even. It is Nevin. We love them.
Sure.
They will always be our first sponsor, as they were the first ones to come in with us. I have said that we are not with a sports book. We are, as always, with something very similar to a sports book, which is Playvo, aka Player Profit. We're 2-0 to start the month on our best bets. That is sponsored by Playvo. The way Playvo works is a challenge system. You buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. Use the code JTBS. You'll get 10% off any and all packages, regardless of price or how many you buy. And with the $30 package, you will get for $27 with the code JTBS. You'll get a $1,000 bankroll. Your goal is for challenge 1 is to get to 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you complete challenge 1, then you move on to challenge 2, which you get to a 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. And if you complete that challenge, you move on to the funded stage, where you cash out for up to 70% off, or not 70%, up to 70% of your profit up to that point going forward. You can also do the Blitz Challenge, which is just a one challenge system where you get to 25% profit before getting to 10% losses, and then you move to the funded stages. There are other rules, regulations, stipulations. Check out Playvo, aka PlayerProfit.com. They will give you a 2-minute video, kind of explain it better to you, break down the differences. There's plenty of packages out there. You also get a customer service agent that is dedicated just to you that will message you and offer you deals going forward. So check them out. If you're looking for the best bet of the day, I am going with my man Ben Rice for 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at -115. He's on a 6-game hit streak. Over this 6 games, he has 9 runs, 13 hits, and 11 RBIs. That is 33 hits, runs, and RBIs in 6 games. If you don't know the math, that's average of 6 hits, runs, and RBIs per game for 6 games.
That's crazy.
Is an insane number, and I couldn't ignore it when I saw it. He's outperforming Judge this year, and
So far, yeah.
they're about the same. He has 1 more home run, I think, but overall, Rice is out averaging him. He's doing everything pretty much slightly more than Judge, which is awesome for Ben Rice. It's not that Judge is having a bad season. Rice is just playing out of his mind right now. And I couldn't ignore this number. I know that the hits, runs, RBIs is not always easy to hit, but like all we need is a base hit to score a run, and that gets it for us. So we're rocking with that today, and we are 2-0, so we're trying to get to 3-0 to start the month.
Yeah, but that's awesome. 2-0 to start is great.
Yep.
I mean, that's wild. That's just an absurd amount of hits, runs, and RBIs. And
I couldn't believe it when I added it up. I was like, that's what might be the most average I've seen over a 6-game span.
That's all I need to know.
Right. Next, as always, is the marquee moat. Hold on, let me put this up real quick.
Oh, I forgot to change the marquee.
Shout out NXT, and you're gonna love those Nevins, I promise you. I can tell you that PD King loves the Doc Robbins. I think Poolside Pat loves the John Waynes and the Blood Fades.
Yes, sir.
And I love the MLB long points. And so if you're looking for suggestions, but they are awesome. So you're going to enjoy those, and excited for wrestling show and NBA finals. I know I'm not betting basketball, but I have a last call because Fanatics is doing a special today on their squad bets. If you bet a squad bet on this game and it's plus 200 or more and you hit it, you get a share of $200,000 in fan cash. So we're throwing our shot in the ring.
Are you able to back out and re-put the slides? Because I just updated the marquee matchup. I forgot to.
That's all right. I will go through this first, and then because I created a PD of the day. It's a wild one. It's Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run and Dodgers money line at plus 390. Shohei's pitching. He's gone 2 for 2 in his last 2 starts of hitting a home run when he pitches. And he had last year, I think it was like 5 or 6 times he pitched. He hit a home run. It was a lot of them. He's 4 for 14 versus Gallons. He's got limited at bats. He is batting right around 250, 300 against them. And the Dodgers are Shohei's 5-2 with a .82 ERA. He's pitching lights out. He's one of the Cy Young hopefuls. I think the Dodgers easily get this win, and he will be his hitting and pitching will be way too much for this Diamondbacks team. And you're getting this right around plus 390. If he hits the home run, you're going to clear this at plus 400, which is awesome.
That's a wild. I can't believe it's only 390.
I know. It's when I put it in, I was like, "There's no way it's only 390." I was like, "No, I did it on both sites. It was right around this number."
That's crazy.
They know what we know.
Yeah, pretty much.
But this is not PD King approved. He did not know anything about this. I just did this because I thought it was fun. And I always talk about Shohei hitting home runs on the days he pitches, so I figure why not put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second since we have to I'm going to reload the slides so we can get this marquee matchup in there. Just take 1 second.
Thank you.
Yep. Is it marquee matchup or is it it might even be the home run one that's next. I'll have to double check once it loads.
Actually, would you mind doing the home run really quick? I just got to take this phone call.
You're good.
All right, thank you.
All right, so next we have only long balls. There's only one of us betting it today. I'm going Ronald Acuna plus 500. He's 11 for 34 with a home run versus Corbin. He has 5 home runs in the last 5 games. He only had 2 home runs in his first 32 games. Now he's got 5 in his last 5. He has found it. He has got back to his MVP form, which is a scary thing for everybody else because the Braves were winning and they were the best team in baseball when he wasn't hitting and when he was out. Now that he's back healthy and hitting home runs, this team could get really scary for the foreseeable future. I took this off. Petey King probably would run his Bryce Harper back. So you know what? Last night we went Matt Olson and Bryce Harper. We hit it for plus 2820, which is why you're going to see my units went up the way they did. I'm just going to go ahead while we're waiting for Pat. I'm going to bet in honor of Petey King. I'm going to do Kyle Schwarber because I'm just going to switch it back and forth between the two. Harper hit a home run last night, so we're going to go with Schwarber today, and I'll give you all what the odds are. That'll be another one of my last calls. Let's see. MLB. It won't be as bad considering. All right, Schwarber's at plus 265. And Ronald Acuna is dropped to 440 from 500. That is plus 1871, so we are rocking that right now. And like I did last night, half a unit on that. All right, so plus 1871, we're doing Ronald Acuna and Kyle Schwarber both to hit a home run today. But for my long ball, it is Acuna. I'm hoping if he does hit one, he hits a get a hole one, hits one long. He hit one over cleared the entire stadium over the Green Monster for his first home run that started this 5-game streak. He didn't hit one in his last game, but he did have an RBI where he flew out to the warning track. He just missed a home run, so I really like that one. I will go on to the next. We'll come back to Pat's. This is the whole My Earnings bet for Chicks Picks Jen. She can't join us today, but she did give us some of the golf bets. So she's going to take top. This is actually the LPGA. Okay, she's bringing us the lady PGA Tour as well. So top USA to finish, the top USA player to finish in the LPGA. She has Nelly Korda at plus 102. Top Oceania, that's wild. Hannah Green plus 170, and top region parlay. She put both of those together at plus 445. She put these on here. She did the research. I don't have the stats for you. I'm just giving you her picks for today. She's also going to have some other golf bets. We've got the parlay players. The parlay players is all of us picking these guys just to make the cut, which is why you're going to see the odds are where they are. Poolside Pat took Levitt Heiberg, who's minus 900. That kind of speaks for itself. I took Hideki Matsuyama. He has actually been playing very, very good lately. He had a chance in the last tournament, came up just short, but making the cut should be easy for him. C-Money took Justin Thomas. I've talked a lot about him on this show lately. Justin Thomas has been kind of on coming on over the last 4 or 5 rounds at minus 490 to make the cut. Russell Henley, who's just coming off of a win, which is why you're seeing his odds at minus 900 to make the cut. Parker to JJ Spawn, who's been super consistent over the last 4 or 5 outings. And Ben Griffin is Chicks Picks Jen. I don't know a lot about Ben Griffin, but I trust Chicks Picks Jen when it comes to golf. Again, all of these are all heavy favorites, which is why you're going to see the odds the way they are. To make the cut, all these guys is only plus 148. To make the top 40, plus 264. To make the top 30, plus 788. And then top 20 is plus 5,500. I think you can easily bet the cut. I think it would be a wild for all of these guys, one of these guys not to make the cut, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. We've seen it happen, but we saw Ricky Fowler just absolutely, I'm not going to say it, but crap the bed and shoot like 7 over on the back 9 to miss the cut last week. So it is possible, but I would say that there's a reason it's plus 148 because it's likely that that hits. So maybe you bet two units on them to make the cut, and then you throw a half a unit on the other ones just for fun in case it hits. That's probably how I'm going to do it. So that is the parlay plays. I'm gonna go back.
And definitely, if you have enough, capital, obviously gamble responsibly. You could look into round robins, any which way for these two.
And you weren't here, but I wanted to say this. She went into the LPGA this week.
Oh,
and Nelly Korda for the top USA, Hannah Green top Oceania, and then parlay plus 445.
I mean, would it be? I mean, she's dipping her toes and all sorts of things.
But the marquee matchup,
Yeah.
big surprise. We got Paul Skeens on the marquee matchup.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm surprised that I even got this at plus money. To be honest with you, both of these guys, very, very capable. Very happy yesterday's hit. That was huge. So I do have a little bit to play with. I can be a little bit more conservative-ish, I guess. This is not. I mean, 6 strikeouts is a lot to ask from any pitcher. Not even the guys like the Skeens. I mean, we know our Mr. Serengeti. We know he's been around. I've used him here. I've used him on my alternates. He is certainly very, very capable, and we all know Mr. Skeens. So Paul David Skeens, I suppose I should say, as C Money would put it. But yeah, I mean, I think that this is this is probably out of the last like a week of marquee matchups. This is probably the most likely to hit, which means it probably won't hit. So
yeah, I mean, Arrighetti has been kind of up and down, and he's going against Pirates, so that helps.
Yeah,
but he's been a little bit up and down. He had 6 strikeouts, and he hasn't had 6 strikeouts in his last 5 starts, but he did have it against the Yankees. So I think that's partly why you probably got it the odds you got it at. But like the Pirates are not good, and they do strike. Well, they're actually a decent team, but they strike out a lot. So they either crush the ball or they strike out a lot. They are a much better team this year, though. A lot of that young talent is starting to come through for them.
And obviously you're sweating spaghetti, but you know it's certainly like I said, out of the last couple of ones I've done, this is looking like it's definitely looking more possible than a lot of the ones I've been doing.
For sure. Yeah. All right. So I took he had. I don't think P. King put this here. He still had his yesterdays. I just gave him Kyle Schwarber since that's who he usually takes when he's not here. And nice. I added it last call where I'm betting Ronald Acuna and Kyle Schwarber together.
Nice.
While you were gone, which is at plus 1871.
I might just do another either or.
I mean, why not? It worked for me yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already went through all that. So we are going 750 club, which we hit last night at plus 1104. So if you bet that was by itself, and that doesn't even count towards my units. That's how crazy things I got last night. Otherwise, it'd be up almost 50 again. I'm going with it's a little bit of a homer pick, but I'm going Braves money line. Look, the Braves bats combined with Corbin's elevated whip. Corbin has been getting lit up. This lineup has a lot of good stats against him. I just think the Braves are going to easily win this game. The Blue Jays are just not good right now. The Braves are the best team in baseball record-wise. They're playing like the best team in baseball, and they're facing a team that is on that World Series hangover and struggling. Ronald Acuna, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. I already told you I like him for a home run, but he's got 23 hits, runs, and RBIs over the last 5 games. That makes sense because he has 5 home runs in his last 5 games. He is woken from. He went, like I said, he went 32 games before with getting 2 home runs, and he's gone 5 home runs in the last 5 games. So his bat is awake and alive. He is more like the MVP version of Acuna now that he's healthy, and this team is clicking. Speaking of the Pirates, I'm going Pirates money line. 1, Paul Skeens is on the mound. 2, this offense is much better. They have a lot of bats in this lineup. They have a lot of young talent that is coming up. And as we found out with Braxton Ashcraft, Skeens is not the only pitcher in this lineup anymore.
Yeah.
2 solid pitchers. That's why they're kind of flirting around the middle of the pack in their division, like flirting with, staying within a few games at the top. I would look for the Pirates to stay in this thing the whole year. I don't think they're going anywhere. They're not going to end up being 10 games back. I think they get the win today. Skeens, I know I'm pushing him to 8+ strikeouts. I mean, just got his 10 strikeouts in 5 innings last game. So he's already proven he doesn't even need to go deep to get to 8 strikeouts. But I think against Houston, who's been struggling, I think he's going to probably go 6 innings. He goes 6 innings. I'll take him for 8 strikeouts against anybody. Yeah. And then Brian Reynolds, who has also been on fire, taking him just to get a hit. And the only reason I took this is because I needed to get this over plus 750. It was only like 680 before I put him in. But he also has a hit in 8 of his last 10 games. So he's been a little bit on fire as well. So I'm taking that. Got it at plus 985. Boosted it all the way up to plus 1232. Bet that on DraftKings. I think I got a 25% boost, which is how I got it to the 1232. But we're already up 10 units. We hit this, we're just gonna be smooth sailing the rest of the month on the 750.
Yeah, it can get weird.
I mean, and I think what we hit the last day of the month, which means we hit 2 in the last like 4 days because we hit 1 on the last day of the month. So 750 Club's actually been picking up a little bit, which is very good for our bank accounts.
Just in time for the summer. Club's
that's
open.
right. So hopefully we can continue to streak and hit 3 or 4 of these this month and be up a really big amount on the 750 Club. This is the first day. I love the fact that we hit the Las Vegas bets last night.
Yeah.
It was not just the hockey, but like the fact that I put the hockey with WNBA Las Vegas. It was all Las Vegas, and we hit it. It was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
The guy that I took for 2 shots in that game ended up hitting the game-winning goal. I should have just bet him for a goal. We would have won a lot more money, but I was playing it safe. Not that playing a plus 1100 is playing it safe, but as safe as I could. But that is the 750 Club. Feel good about it. All of this should happen. Will it? You don't know. It's baseball. It's gambling, and it wouldn't be gambling if it was guaranteed.
That's true.
But Chicks Picks, Jens, I didn't do the tabletop thing because hers is more like a segment, even though it's a tabletop every Wednesday, because she comes with lots of bets for you. I don't have stats to back any of this up, so I'm just going to read it all off to you.
Read it. Yeah.
PGA, Scotty Scheffler, that one kind of speaks for itself. Top 5, including ties. He's the best golfer in the world, even though he's been a little up and down this year. At minus 152. Ben Griffin, she seems to love him this week. Top 10, including ties, plus 255. Si Woo Kim, top 10, including ties, plus 158. And then she parlayed all those together at plus 1,400. For LPGA, she's got Hannah Green, top 10, including ties, at plus 168. Nelly Korda, top 10, including ties, at minus 245. She parlayed those together at plus 277. And then I think she put both of those parlays together at plus 5,560, which is wild. She's swinging for my crown again. PGA parlay number 1, she's got Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Kim, Siwoo Kim, Fitzpatrick, Fleetwood, and Griffin, all to make the cut at minus 116. She also has all those for top 40 at plus 127, and all those at top 30 plus 328. And then PGA parlay number 2, Spawn, Spieth, Scott, Smalley, Straka, Rod, all to make the cut. Oh, she's coming in now.
There we go. Hello.
Hello. About you?
I literally can join you all for like 10 minutes, but I figured I would pop in while I could. And I see you're on my slide that I cannot read. Let me turn sideways.
I've already gotten through a lot of it, but if you have any stats on it, give you can.
I really don't. What I will say is this course is one of the toughest in the tour or on the tour. It's one of the toughest on the tour. It really rewards accuracy, meaning it doesn't matter if you can kill the ball and drive it really far. It really depends on accuracy, especially approach in the green. So it's okay if you don't drive it the furthest. But yeah, the accuracy is really important. There's some of the narrowest fairways on the tour too. So, I mean, I think these are the folks. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. I didn't hear McIlroy's name a lot when I was doing my research, but I just feel like he's going to make the cut and make the top 40. So I threw him in here. But in all honesty, I haven't heard his name a lot for this tournament. You'll see on the left, we've got a couple PGA folks and then some LPGA folks. It is their U.S. Open, so I thought we needed to give them a shout out. And then at the bottom, parlayed together. On the right, parlay 1, parlay 2. I feel good about both of them, especially for make the cut. Top 40 isn't too risky. Top 30 is riskier. And then I always have the option of combining them together. And then I've just got some long shot parlays down at the bottom, just players that I really like, that I have heard talked about for this tournament. Their style of play matches it. Clearly long shots, but I put a buck on it.
I like Brian Harman and Alex Fitzpatrick, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Is that the ticker is kind of in the way of that? Is that was that make the cut for them, or was that top 40 or
for the long shot parlay?
Yeah.
I want to say I did both, but you're right. That is unfortunate that tickler's in the way.
Yeah. It's in the perfect spot.
The perfectly awful spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the way.
Honest, I'm looking at the thing, and I don't think it has it on this thing.
Okay.
I think it's not on there.
I'm pulling up my DraftKings, and I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
The only two on there that I don't really know a lot about is Mac Meissner and Nick Taylor. I've heard of Rio Hizasuni. I like Brian Harmon and Alex Fitzpatrick. And yeah, so Rory McIlroy, he'll make the cut. I think that's a given. The reason you're not hearing his name is because his driver is not always the most accurate. So at this course, that could be a little detrimental. But he is good enough to overcome that to make the cut for sure. And top 40, if they make the cut, top 40 is not that far of a cry, for them to do. I wouldn't push it past that though, and I think that's part of it. But he also has the ability to just lock in one week and just run through a course, even if he's not. If he gets accurate, he becomes one of the best players in the world. It's just when he's on.
Who's that you're speaking of?
Rory, because she was talking about Rory, she hadn't heard a lot about, and I said the reason is because his course needs accuracy, and he's not always that accurate off the tee. And when things go south, he has a tendency to blow up a little bit. Well, you're on here twice. That's fun.
I'm back.
All right.
Oh shoot. Well, I won't talk because it's repeating. But what I will tell you is I will drop those long shot parlay stats in Twitter tonight.
All right. So you'll see it on X tonight.
Sweet.
So that will close out that. We already went through your other slides.
And I'll leave because we've got the echo.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
I will move in. I think I gave myself next because I wanted Poolside Pat's going to be running up some basketball bets, I'm sure. I didn't even look at it. I just have a feeling. Look, you have 2 slides is what I know. Therefore, you're going to go last. I lied. You're going first.
Oh, man. All right, so I've got more baseball bets than I do finals bets, just for the record. So cards bet, it's my normal one. Palante. Oh, I didn't have I'm up 2.1 units on my cards bets. Forgot to add that. That's for you specifically.
Let's go.
So I'll be tracking that all month. So I got a little room to play with. Oh, she missed that. You don't have to tell her that he said that. But yeah, Palante 4K is pretty simple. He sits right around 3.4. He's capable of a little bit more, but he's more of that type. He's a ground ball guy. He's pitch to contact, but 4K seems doable. Big game for the Cardinals. It's one of the bigger games you can have this early in the season. The Cubs series was really big to take 2 or 3, but then to just come out, 3-game series against the Rangers, who are not exactly world beaters, and getting swept by them would not be great coming off that Cubs series. But yeah, and to do that, I like Walker, as you see on the right. I have him to hit a home run, so 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. He's been a little bit of a lull recently, and I just think that he's due. He's more than due. Yeah, absolutely. Those are fun. I'm glad that the ladies are getting represented. Especially because it's such a big tournament. And then Burley to get a hit, one more can see. He's speaking, who's not in a lull. He's been putting the bat on the ball very well as of late. An ode to our friend PD King Sanchez, which I'm sure this would be right around what he might have done 8, but if he did have a PD of the day, I'm sure this was probably what it would end up looking like. Sanchez 7Ks and Phillies money line plus 108. I am actually rooting for him to. I don't want to jinx anything, but I am rooting for him to get the record. He needs 16 more innings of no run ball. He's certainly pitching very, very, very well. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool record to just see broken. So I'm rooting for him. Ohtani, give me 9+ Ohtani Ks. And as you've pointed out, I believe you pointed it out. I might have missed if you said it or not, but whenever Ohtani pitches, he seems to also hit a home run. Is he hitting tonight? Yeah, because you have him to hit. Yeah. Yep. So Ohtani 9+ Ks, and you might want to just throw a home run on there as well. The marquee, as I talked about, Skeens and Serengeti. My alternate is Gavin Williams, Garrett Cole. Might have been a better one to act honestly, because we are going to split Aaron Getty a little bit. Gavin, I put Gavin. He's not Gavin Williams. That's on me. Maybe he does talk a lot. Maybe he is a gabber, but it's Gavin Williams of the Guardians. And Garrett Cole, 6 strikeouts. Gavin has been actually very, very solid so far this year. And obviously Cole getting back to being Garrett Cole, 6 strikeouts is generally easy for him if he can go 6 innings. I did a nice little K ladder. This is actually one of those just made for you already bets, and I saw it and I liked it. Sanchez 8, Skeen 7, Cole 6, and Logan Webb 5. I think that's a very fun and very possible ladder to hit today. And then, as you can see, 2024, hell of a year. Walker and Schwarber. Let's go. So that's that. And then I have
funny you have Walker and Schwarber. I have Acuna and Schwarber.
And I also bet that as well. So, I did either or. For some reason, it wouldn't let me do either or for Acuna. So I did either or Schwarber and Harper, and then just Acuna by himself. Which
All right.
actually, let me throw that on just in case. Which I got that at 13.23, so not bad.
Okay.
All right, here are my only four finals bets, and that's not really,
It's not bad.
well, yeah, and I can't say with full certainty that I won't have another 8 picks or 10 on certain games, but it's game 1. I kind of wanted to see how everything goes. I'm obviously very, very invested in this series. I was 7 years old last time the Knicks were in the finals. It wasn't even really much of I knew of them, but it wasn't really. I was all baseball at that time. I was just Cardinal bout at that age, and so to now actually really, really like the Knicks as much as I do, and I am a basketball guy. This is really cool. If I'm being honest, I just don't want them to get swept. And I know that's loser talk, but I just don't want them to get swept. And I do think that they can win. I think it's going to be a great series. I think that both teams can definitely win. I know that's so cliche and, like there's no meat on that bone of that sentence, but it's true. I think there's scenarios in which both teams can win any which way. I don't think either one gets swept, but anywhere from 5, 6, 7 both ways is certainly possible in this series. But anyway, Cat double. I didn't go with my normal. I actually added OG. So Cat double, OG 2+3s. His main task, OG at least this series, will be to be the main one of, if not the main guard on Wemby. There's 25 players that have enough possessions guarding Wemby at the half court, and OG is the best Wemby defender from the half court in the NBA statistically. So he's going to have to pick him up there, and they're going to have to throw their big bodies at him. I mean, you look at Wemby and you just think he's going to get hurt every time he gets, shoved or banged up a little bit, but he somehow is just an alien. So that's that. But I also think OG is going to hit a couple threes, and then Brunson 30+ pra, easy. And I like that. Plus, I like that I got that at plus 158. Wemby and Brunson 25+ points. Cat and Castle 15+. Love that love the odds I got that at. I think that's a fun and very good bet. Wemby and Brunson 25+ points just by themselves was actually boosted. It was a thing on DraftKings. You click on opt in and you get it at 2-1. So I said why not. And then on the right, it's the part of my take bet. I heard it on. It's one of my favorite podcasts. I heard their bet this morning when I was listening to the show. And I just said, you know what? Bridges 18 is probably the one you're sweating there, but Cornette 3+ rebounds, Hart 3+ threes, might sweat that a little bit. When he's on, he's going to hit this, but when he's off, he might not hit anything. And Bridges coming off of an excellent Eastern Conference Finals, just excellent playoffs ever since the Hawks series. 18+ points, certainly doable because it's going to take a village to beat this Spurs team, and I know that. But it's also going to take an alien-like performance out of Wemby and the role players stepping up for the Spurs to win. So I'm very excited. It's actually one of the more exciting, I think, NBA Finals in quite some time. No offense to OKC and Indiana, but kind of just team-wise. I know it went 7, but then Tyrese gets hurt in Game 7. Blah blah blah. So yeah. That's what I got. Oh, look at Mr. ER boy. I think, right? It's got to be him.
Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah.
Hope you're doing all right, brother.
I always worry that the first game of a series is going to be one of those defensive type games, and it's not going to be a lot of scoring. There's no reason to really say that. It feels like a feeling out period a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I
you're
didn't
right.
want to go crazy either.
I
You know,
personally think this. I don't know who's winning, but I can tell you that I think that no matter what, it's going 6 or 7 games. I don't think this is going to be a quick series either way.
I like
I
that.
think that both of these teams are gonna go back and forth, pretty heavily back and forth. And I don't have a dog in the fight because I don't like either team. So, um, I personally think this is probably going to go 6 or 7. I lean towards 7, honestly do. Which it'll be entertaining if it does because it's two good teams. So it'll be very.
How much the NBA would love the Knicks to win
yeah.
at home in Game 6.
The question you have to ask yourself is Danhausen keeping the curse on and putting him on?
I know. Did you see him on First Take?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on and Stephen A is such an idiot. He's I'm blaming Stephen A if the Knicks end up losing the series. He either just doesn't get the bit or Danhausen went on and was like, okay, you know, here are my demands to keep the uncursed on. And then it was like a recorded video, and then Stephen A, like, he just played it off like it was nothing. I was like, "What are you doing? Just play into it. Just say you're going to send him a check. Like, I don't care." Oh, it's frustrating.
He needs another fan to send him human monies. That's what caused him to.
That's it. That's all he wants.
Shout out to Danhausen.
Shout out to Danhausen. And shout out to our wrestling pod.
That's right. I've got a possible Cy Young parlay going here.
Nice.
I've got Chris Sanchez 6+ strikeouts. He's hit 6+ in 6 straight. He's second in total strikeouts at 95 strikeouts on the season. Paul Skeens 6+ strikeouts. He's at this in 6 of his last 7. Shohei Ohtani 6+ strikeouts. He's at this in 6 of his last 7. All these guys are in the talks with Chris Sale as possible Cy Youngs in the NL. Got this at +176, used a boost to get it to +212. Then my hit parlay, this was kind of an inside joke with Tyler Freeman because the last time I bet Freddie Freeman for a home run, Chicks Picks Jen thought I said Tyler Freeman and bet Tyler Freeman instead of Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman hit a home run that night, and she was like, wait a minute, why didn't I win? So I found him. He's on a 7-game hitting streak. Funny enough, he's gotten a hit in every game since that happened. So we're riding him. He's on a 7-game hitting streak. He's got 10 hits over those 7 games. Oswald Peraza, he's on a 5-game hitting streak with 8 hits over those 5 games. And Spencer Steer, who's been kind of automatic. I don't know why it's doing that because everything was in the box when I made it. And when I put it here, it's out of the box. I don't know why it's doing that. But Spencer Steer, 1+ hit, 6 games. He's on the 6-game hitting streak. He has 8 hits over those 6 games. And this is kind of my if you don't watch baseball, you're like, who are these guys type of bets. I love putting these up, especially for the hits, because when they hit, for some reason it feels a little bit more satisfying than when you throw up like Ohtani and Judge and all these names that we do know. So I'm gonna go. These are the unsung heroes of these teams. So we got Tyler Freeman 1+ hit, Oswald Peraza 1+ hit, and Spencer Steer 1+ hit. And we've used Spencer Steer. This dude's had like 4 or 5 hitting streaks this year already. Like it feels like he gets a 5-game hitting streak, he misses a game, then he gets on a 6-game hitting streak. He misses a game, then he gets on a 6-game hitting streak. Like I feel like I've seen his name on this list 3 or 4 times. Got that at +242. Then we have Ben Rice 2+ hits, runs, RBIs at -115.
100%.
I love the strikeout one. I couldn't actually believe it. Yeah. I know I did a boost, but I was happy I got that over 200 with the boost.
Yeah, that's a marquee on steroids right there.
Right, that's pretty much. And the funny thing is what I was going to call it, but then I realized these were literally like the top 3 guys for Cy Young right now. So,
yeah, no, that's a really good bet. I'm going to bet that.
I
mean, I'll take your word for the hit parlay. Like you said, those are kind of like ancillary characters in a movie type guys.
That's exactly right, which is what I was going for.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you brought the stats to back it up. So I mean, that's kind of what's been the trend since your crazy May, and then this start for really the show in general. Me and you to start June has been working. So
there's gonna be a juiced up version on my last call of the strikeout parlay, which is gonna be the alternate 750 club.
Oh boy.
Which I'm gonna show you now. So right now, my Fanatics squad bet that I'm doing for +200. Again, if you go on Fanatics, you bet a squad bet. If it's +200 or higher and you hit it, you get a share of $200,000 in fan cash. I'm running out Victor Wembanyama, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart to combine for 36+ rebounds between the 3. It's exactly +200. Wemby has had games of 24 rebounds, 17 rebounds, 17 rebounds, 17 rebounds, 16 rebounds in the playoffs. If he does that in this game, we're hitting this because Cat's going to be around 10. And Josh Hart usually averages around 8 to 9. So, like, that's what we need is Wemby to have a big game. Cat has the ability to hit 14 and 15 in a game, too. Like, those two guys get 30 between them, we're really hitting this. Like, I know that it's a lofty goal, but, I mean, it's plus 200, so they're scared of their rebounds in this game. And I already said I think it's going to be a defensive game. Wemby got bogged down a little bit by Hartenstein in the last – when Hartenstein was really, like, banging him against the boards. I know that Cat's a big guy, but I think that they also had Chet, so he was kind of getting hit on both ways by big guys. They've only got Cat really that I think you have to worry about. You do have Mitchell Robinson maybe?
Yeah.
Who could help out, but he's usually in when Cat is not in there. They're rarely on the court together.
We'll see. I don't know what kind of rotations they're going to go with, but it's just stop Wemby. So.
But I really bet this just because I wanted to try to take a shot at getting a piece of that. There might be so many that will hit tonight that it only be worth $10. But I took a shot at it. My alternate 750 club: Sanchez, Skeens, Ohtani, and I added Burns, all to get 7+ strikeouts at plus 870.
Nice.
All of these guys have hit 7 strikeouts multiple times this year. Burns has been on fire. Ohtani is on fire. He's got a .86 ERA. Skeens is on fire. He's only had 2 bad starts. And then Sanchez is on another level right now. So that is the alternate 750 club. I'm running up at plus 870.
Love it.
And full size, just let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
I'm a little disappointed. I haven't heard a single bing bong this year.
Out of me?
Yeah, not a single bing bong. We heard 497,000 of them last year, not a single one.
I forgot.
When I get like this, and I go like this, and I go, bing bong.
PD King's gonna hate that I even mentioned it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna hate me.
Chicks Picks Jen has her hole-in-ones as her last call as always. She's got an anytime at plus 132, round 1 at plus 720, round 2 plus 600, round 3 at plus 640, and round 4 at plus 820. She hit 2 of these last month, or no, 3 of the 5 last week. She hit the anytime, she hit round 1, and she hit round 2, I believe. So she made a decent amount of money off of them last week. She always fires these up. They're good. They're fun bets to bet.
There.
So bet all the human money is on it. And set and forget it. I'm gonna tell y'all this is gonna be a last call. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a futures bet that I made, and I'm just giving it to you all if you want to throw a buck on it. I don't expect this to hit, is what I'm gonna tell you right now. But I bet it anyway, so I'm going to tell it to you because I don't want to get to the point where these things happen and then everybody said I didn't tell them. So I've got the Atlanta Braves to win the World Series, Ohio State to win the national championship, and the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl at plus 81,019.
What'd you put on that?
I may or may not have put $5 on it to win $4,051.
Oh my goodness.
So I told you about it. Put a buck on it if you want to for $800 or don't. Or you could just laugh at me because you don't think any of that's possible. I'm just going to ride it and hope because here's the thing. If the Braves win the World Series, they're already going to be offering me a cash out. And then we'll just be sweating football bets, and then I'll have to make decisions based on how college starts to go. And then Ohio State's going to be good, which means they're going to make the playoffs. So you're going to get some kind of offer at that point. It's a wild bet, but wait a minute, hold on.
That's a wild bet.
Oh,
Nice.
So the long parlay was make the cut plus 316 and top 40 was plus 905. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Cool.
I'll go on. So if you notice, I took off Cat because I'm betting him tonight, so I can't have him on this list. And I'm adding all of the entire Sparks WNBA team. 3 times now, I've bet a different person on that team for 6 points under their average, and they missed. And last night I did a last-minute parlay after we won all those bets, and the only miss I had was one player on the Sparks team, and it was a plus 600 last night after everything happened. So me and the Sparks players is kind of like the Rangers players, and it's kind of like the Mariners pitchers not named Logan Gilbert. They're dead to me. Cat is off the list. even though I didn't consult the two people who added him, I made the decision for the finals. He's off this list until he fails me tonight, and then he might go back on.
That's fair.
But for now, he's off. I'm not sure Nolan McLean will come off all year. The Rangers definitely won't. Even though Evaldi, it should say except Evaldi, because I think Evaldi is pretty consistent. But that's neither here nor there. Look at the units though. Like how 6-3 with up 35.13 units.
Yeah, it's wild.
Is wild.
That was just big. That was, I mean, yeah, you said it on the show. You literally said you were betting it live. Same with the either or parlay. We both said we.
And yours is actually
on the show, literally right in front of your faces. We talked about it. We both said it. Some of our better hits have come just out of the blue, and that's what happened. And I was actually 5 because you had, I saw, well, thank you by the way, but I saw that you had put the either or twice. You put it twice for me, so
my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, I saw it was like 10. I didn't think I was at 10.
That's why I was surprised by the 5 and I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was 10.
No, yeah, you're good though. But yeah, I mean, dude, still, I mean,
yeah, I mean, look, there's nobody on the right, and we're up in 3 days we're up almost 50 units. Like,
yeah, it's truly, it's truly, and you know what? That's confidence. I feel so confident now in just taking it a little easier. You know, not going too wild with some of these bets. I mean, obviously, I have trying to follow your lead with, you know, I did have a nearly 21-1 bet, but you know,
if anybody didn't know, my wife hates Ohio State.
Yeah, well, she won't hate if you win that bet though.
I'm an Alabama fan, so she's not alone in the hate of Ohio State. But if we hit that bet, she'll enjoy the $4,000. I promise.
Yeah, she'll get some nice earrings for her. You know, yeah, no, I'm just confident so far. That's really what you need. You need one good day. It's like golf. One good shot, you'll play for the rest of your life. And yesterday was fun. It was fun seeing all those bets hit and just being like, oh, I cannot believe how good of a day we had.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, what's the crazy part is it was 35-13, and I think 34 of it was yesterday. Like, it was almost all yesterday.
Yeah, you were under a unit.
Yeah, it was all yesterday. Yours, you were over 5 or over 6, and now you're under 5. That was all yesterday. So that was like a 15 unit swing.
Yeah.
PD King went up 7 in a day. Like, it was nuts. It literally was almost like a 50 unit day for the program.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I know that off the thing that PD King also bet those home runs, even though he was on the show, he bet all those bets. So he got the money for it. He just wasn't on the show to bet it.
Yeah, he told me he put 2 units on.
Yeah. So I had half a unit on the home run parlay. I had a full unit on the either or. So it was a monster day, to say the least.
Profitable.
So I'm actually green when it comes to wins and losses because I'm 6-3, which is gonna be. I don't know if I'll ever have a month where I stay green on that part.
That's your new challenge.
That is the goal at some point. I got close. I got within like 10 last month, which is about as close as I can get. And you see what happens if I'm near 50-50, I'm gonna be up a boatload of units.
I think you could do it.
But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna hope that we keep hitting 2 out of 3. If we hit 2 out of 3 every day on the sheet, we'll be doing it.
Yep.
So that is it for today. We are definitely anybody who's sticking around for the wrestling podcast. We are doing our first episode today. We're gonna probably be back in about 5 minutes. We're gonna take a break so he Pat can charge his computer for a minute. We will come back.
I'd say like conservative about 10. I'm gonna put some food in the bowl for the dog. Throw my feet on the
6:34. I'll say 6:45. We're gonna go live and do our first episode of Turnbuckle Chuckle, our wrestling
right
podcast.
Here at Just the Best Tips. You don't have to just stay on our channel right here.
Yep. We're gonna be live from this channel. It'll be on X. We'll go on. I'll stream it on YouTube this first time too. Why not? Under our name. And again, it's gonna be just a breakdown of what the fallout from Clash and Monday Night Raw. And it's going to be just a brief introduction, and then next week we may have some big things happening.
Absolutely. Are you able to potentially get I know I could have just waited till after we played everybody out, but Are you able to like just put the logo in the corner, the turnbuckle logo?
I'll try. I don't
Okay.
know.
I mean, if not, it is what it is.
Try.
Because we do have a. You know what? I'll save it for the show because I'll plug the Twitter and whatnot. And but give us about 10 or so minutes, right around 6:45 Eastern, and we will have the first episode of Turnbuckle Chuckle.
All right. I will. That being said, as always, these are hot tips for your best slips. I appreciate all 45 of you. Please follow us on X. We beg of you. We're trying to get to 500.
Yes.
We're giving away $50 once we hit 500 to a sportsbook you're choosing, to a random follower. So follow us, and we will play you.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.